All right, so this is just an add-on. April 23rd. I just went long 200 shares with in pins. And this is the thesis or the idea behind it. So, essentially, oh, no, not pins, Pinterest. So, I don't know why I put this line here, but anyway, I reckon we're gonna get a big run up to to the resistance here. Why? Because we are obviously in this trading zone, trading whatever. We've come down and we're pulling back. Not sure why, but anyway, doesn't matter. The trade is working out really well. I just took it down here, so that's the idea. Um, and it kind of makes sense when you think of it from the perspective of all this selling that's happened. It's come all the way from this top down to this bottom in one day. So we're having a retracement back. I think we may just get as far as maybe the VWAP and go sideways. But the idea is we're aiming for this top. This top. I may be wrong. I mean, because we have this base over here, um, that could be an issue. Um, but I want to try it out. This is a simulated simulation. Um, we've made a higher high. This low hasn't taken this low out. Higher low, sorry. This low, whatever this was, has not taken this low out. So we're still on an uptrend because this is a major drop. Maybe I have, this may not have been plotted correctly because this happened in the after hours. So I don't know. It's I could have plotted this wrongly. I could have. We'll see. We'll see. This is the thing. We'll see. With trading, anything can happen. But I am confident in seeing this because, like I said, this is working out quite well. The only thing I'm just concerned about is this area of resistance, whether we're going to get past it. We may come back down a bit. I got in on this second candle, so nothing to worry about, nothing to panic. Um, I just want to see how we get on with this. Um, yeah. All right. So I'm gonna put an update later. What's the time? The time is almost 1 o'clock. So by market close, we'll see how far this has gone. But to also put some other things as well in context, it's just I just thought I just add in here. Look at BA. So this channel is this, and it has respected it pretty well. Seeing this drop here. So yeah, these channels are very powerful, and I am going to learn, get better. Excuse me, at drawing them and finding them, and only taking trades with them. Because I think once you have a bigger understanding of where price is moving, you can take really good trades based on that. So I just wanted to add that in. Let's see. Neo as well. In fact, do we have another channel? I think we may do. Nah, this is me just trying. Actually, maybe there is one. Maybe there is one. Because I don't want to just join something because. Nah, this isn't. Did that touch? No, it didn't. So nah, this is me just forcing it. Yeah, this is not. But then again, could it be this? I feel like I'm forcing it. Yeah, so this is not the channel. So I'm just going to take this out. I already plotted the channel on here. Oops, no. Oh, back. Yup. Yeah, already done that. So this is what we will use instead. And it's also cool because we have a consolidation here, and as I see this is a consolidation. We should hopefully get a break and a nice run up, because we had that with Nvidia. And speaking of Nvidia, it's rejected there, and now, yeah, we had this event. Look at the nice run up, and this has stalled just at that point. So I'm expecting Nvidia to drop, or if it breaks out, then we know we're going up for a bit. Right, that's what I wanted to share. Pins, let's just have a really nice update on that. It pulled back for a bit, but now it's gone up. I'm really enjoying this. This is even on 15-minute chart. Let's go into the 5-minute, because now I'm beginning to think that I could actually trade just the 15 and 30 minutes, because, or whatever. Yeah, this is great. All right, so I will come back and put an update in here, and then we'll see how this goes. Okay, things are happening so quick. We've already gone past 2 to 1. Not 1 2 to 1, 1 to 1. Like $100 is our risk, and we've already, we could decide if we wanted to take $100, but this is just a test to see how it goes. And yeah, it's working out well. I'm also looking at the SPY. It completely took out this supply area, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I just thought I'd just update that. I just love it when you have an idea and you see the idea working. Just a bit concerned because of this area, and also the fact that the VWAP is slanting so much because we've had so much selling. I don't think, but again, anything can happen in trading, but I mean, it's only just midday. I don't think this price is going to go all the way up to the top. We also have a lot of selling here. I think we may get to the VWAP. The question is, what happens when we get to the VWAP, right? So I'm really going to just keep watching this. I'm going to ask the question, if we do make it to the VWAP and we get to 1 to 2, where's 1 to 2, which is $200, 73. Let me just put, okay, so that's 73, 74. So I'm just going to mark that. If we do get to 1 to 2, I would love to see what the price action is. So 73, 74. Okay. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it does make it. So this will be 2 to 1. And we'll keep you posted. You can tell I'm excited. We're 150 now, and we have pretty much cleared this area. Well, not really. We're double topping here, so we're just gonna watch. This is what I was worried about. This area of which would cause a potential double top. The next area will be this area. Well, I don't know if they're sellers here on this area, but this area was definitely an area of selling. Yeah, so we get that reversal. What did it do to my pins? Now we're positive. Actually, I could see that over here. I don't need to go down there. Yeah, so it's another thing about trading. It's always a good idea to always check. And then also, as far as trends are concerned, this is a relatively strong trend. We have a few reds. Greens are really strong compared to the reds. So this is, and none of the reds are pulling, we're not pulling back. None of them have pulled behind. I mean, this is a stronger trend because these are all just red. So yeah, this is exciting to watch. So, all right, I'm gonna pause for maybe a longer bit unless something amazing happens, like we shoot past this and we shoot past that. Because remember, we're aiming. Sorry, I was wrong screen. We shoot past this and we shoot past that, and we're aiming for this area. So let's even create another. Let's just say high of days target. Let's call this target. The question is, if I get hit, do I take some off? You know, is that is usually the idea. You take 100 off, and you move your stop to break even. Ah, this is where trading becomes a bit of a stress, a bit stressful for me because whenever I'm up, I'm always asking the question. Now I'm a 1 to 1. Do I move my? I mean, I don't move my stop yet, but I start messing up the trade and I start taking stuff off, and then before I know it, the price is going so well, and I'm like, maybe I should have, you know, you know, stuck to the initial plan. What's also great is this is strong relative to the SPY, so I'm also happy that this next candle, wait, three red candles, two green candles, two green. I want this to be really strong, but not too strong. Because if it's too strong, then and strong and high volume, it becomes exhaustion, and then we're reversing. I'd rather if we're going to exhaust, we exhaust at the VWAP, reverse tiny bit. But again, I don't know. Let's just see. Right now we're 150 something, 152, which is pretty decent. And as far as P&L is concerned, it was 640. So that has wiped out some of this stuff. And what I mean by wiped out is this for me is an anomaly. This is not. I don't count this. This is a lucky trade for me. Um, this is a better trade. This I can manage. This is what makes trading hard. When you're watching and you get to this point and you start to consolidate, because two things can happen. You can either break this consolidation up or you can break it down. And you're sitting there thinking, because you have a double top here, so the bears are seeing this as an opportunity to go short. The bears are looking at this as an opportunity to, maybe we should go long in here. And you just have to wait and wait. And you can't tell. You can just have to wait. Because then if it goes short, that doesn't mean it's filled. It could still come back here and then get bought up again. This is, again, there you go. Now the bears have shown that the bulls aren't interested in pushing this down. And of course, this is an area, this is a double top, so this is probably going to go down. But it's the really frustrating part about it. It's so annoying. This could come back down here again, and then maybe you just have to hold. Yeah, look at that, and the bears just jump in. Well, actually, no, that's a shakeout candle because that didn't go down on high volume. No, that did not. If anything, that is a shakeout candle. Yeah, it's a test, a test of supply to see if there are still any sellers in the market. At least that's what I have read. Let's see what's happening on the lower time frame. It's hard to see. Yeah, I didn't really get bought up that much. I mean, there was a bit of selling here. I mean, the candle hasn't closed, right? So you just have to wait. So for the person who got in, say, here, it is even more frustrating because their stop is over here. So they're just like, I'm gonna get out. But I guess that's weak. Those are weak hands, and I think this now makes me understand why they say they're trying to get weak hands out of the stock because, you just don't know what's gonna happen. But we're still green. And look at this. Now it's going back up again. This is the thing. It's what I don't like about what I find frustrating about trading, and this comes with experience. What happens when the next candle opens? This is still got another 3 minutes to go. Because now we have a double bottom. We're now in a trading range. And I hope this creates another candle to push it up. So I'm just going to take this out because, this doesn't really mean anything. So while we're waiting, I mean, if you notice, look at that, it got bought up. But while we're waiting, I noticed something. I'm looking at Nvidia. Where is Nvidia? Oh, I keep clicking on the wrong screen. Nvidia has broken, or at least it seemingly looks like it's broken that channel. And it looks like we are getting a measured move. So if we measure from here to say there, we have $10. So from here to here, 7. I probably measured the wrong point. Maybe from this base, 9.8. So still has room for more. So this was an exit that was a bit too early. The trend's just gotten weaker. Snap, same story. Nice point of reversal. And then now look at that, pins. It's now made a. It looks like it's made a higher high. Yeah, see what I mean? Just taking weak hands out of the stock. This just comes with, and back in the day I would get out here because I'm like, oh, we're now in a downtrend because we've now broken a high, but this is actually just a pullback. And if you look at this on a higher time frame, let's go on the 15-minute, it's still a strong trend. Yeah, it's still a strong trend, at least on the 15-minute chart. And it's engulfed this candle. So now we've taken this, and this now looks like a double bottom. This is the neckline. We should get some more volume in, I'm hoping. I mean, there are some sellers in here, demonstrated by this wick. We should get some, some more volume. So I'm going to put this back on the 5-minute chart, because look at that, boom. Yeah, you just have to stick to your plan. All right, look at that. Now we're almost on, lots of volume coming in. Well, not that much, but it just came out of that, and a lot more people are coming in. A lot of people watching this level, now seeing this breakout, should attract more buyers into the stock. We literally are 2-to-1 now. Let's just wait till we're just $3 off 2-to-1. We did get to 2-to-1. We just rejected the level. Excuse me. I just want to check something else. Yeah, it's a good day. Okay, it just came back down again. What else? Yeah, keep you posted. All right, so we just got to break even. It's not break even, 50%. So I'm gonna move my stop to break even, and I'm just gonna let the rest ride. I'm gonna let the rest ride all the way to the top. Maybe I might take another 50% off the next point. So that would be, okay, what would that number be? That would be 150, right? So let's take off 50 there. Let's put an order to sell 50 when it reaches 100. No. Put an order to sell 50 when you get to, wait, hang on, 100 is where we've just come from. So the next 50% level would be there. I don't know why Thinkorswim does this. I really don't understand. So I'm just going to put, is it 200? No, 200 is the target. Oh, right. Yeah, when it reaches there. Yeah, so when it gets to another 50%? No? 50% when it's what? No, 3-to-1. 3-to-1 is when it gets to 150. Because right now we are 2-to-1 is 100. And then Yeah, no, sorry. That is the right level. All right, and then I'm gonna put my stop here. Another stop. It's not gonna let me do it because as far as it is concerned, I've decided this is where I want to take out 100, the 50, and then the remaining 50 here. It's really stupid. Doesn't make sense. I haven't figured out how to make it work. Quick update. Now we're going sideways. I reckon that has a lot to do with VWAP because there isn't any supply here. Maybe this level. But yeah, we're just going sideways. We're not going up, we're not going down. We're just hovering around this area. If this was just a 2-to-1 trade for me, this would have been a great exit, but I'm really aiming for this level. So I don't think, I don't know, it's not very common that you will see price sort of come all the way down and then go all the way back up. I mean, it happens, but not at this time. Well, it can happen. I mean, it just takes, usually happens on days where the SPY is going to be sort of mega bullish at the close, and they just have like lots of buying. I don't, it's not really that case today, at least not from what I can see. When I look at the market, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's happened before on days where you've had lots of consolidation around the supply area, and then it gets through, and then it just starts being so bullish. I don't think that's going to happen today. But again, anything can happen in trading. So we'll just keep this going. We left our stop here. Now, this is the other thing I asked myself, why do I leave my stop here? Why don't I just move it down up here? And then, do I just leave it here for it to take me out or what? And I think the point is you want to leave enough room for price to retrace and then head back up. Maybe just pull back maybe 50% and then head back. So anyway, it doesn't matter. I'll just leave it as is because this is all a test. All right, we are testing the VWAP. We have made it through. Let's see what happens. Just put that in. All right, while we're waiting, something just occurred. So in my earlier recap, I traded TGT, and look at this. This is one thing that I wasn't expecting, but has happened. So before the market opened, I charted this trend line based on, I think I did on the 1 hour. And then I decided, you know what, I'd like to put a supply area just to see where price is most likely going to retrace. And lo and behold, I don't think I used that time frame. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it was I can't remember. Anyway, lo and behold, it happened exactly here. This is freaking amazing. And now we have price going down. And this is where it came from. So these supports work very well with supply and demand zones. And I think this is a very, very good way to find your supply and demand zones that you want to work off, or whatever. I also did like how SQ is shaping up over here. It's broken this trend and it's heading up. Yeah, so pins is testing out our VWAP, and that's the other area that is always of concern, because since it's been down here, the probability of it crossing is always slim. Yeah, so we're just going to see what happens, whether it comes back down and retraces, and if it does, maybe it might just be a little small retracement. I don't think we're going to get another low of the day. I think we're just going to start heading up. That's what I think. So again, something just occurred to me. What if it doesn't make it to the top? So this is 1 push, 2 push. The 3rd push may not even get there. It may just double top here. Ah, gosh. What if it doesn't make it? Again, this is the voices. So I need to make a plan that considers that. Looks like we may cross the VWAP because we need some volume, but I think I need to decide on what will happen based on, I don't think I want to swing everything. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, hopefully this crosses VWAP, and if it does, hopefully we get to 1 to 3, then I'll take off 50, see how it goes into the close, and maybe take out the next. Because I just realized something. It doesn't always come sometimes. It sometimes just does 2 legs. 1, 2. This is a weak trend compared to the overall trend. This is just me playing probabilities. So this is a very long red on a higher time frame. Let's even put this on the daily. This is a long candle. This is a bull flag, a bear flag in my opinion. So we should have a retracement down soon. So, and you're having red candles, even though we're opening, but we're having red. In fact, it's probably better on the 4 hour because you can see everything probably better. Yeah, a lot of red candles. I mean, it's in the gaps are there to cause it to go up, but so probability is such that we're gonna get maybe something that happened over here happening down here. And because of that, I am very, very cautious. And we're not even at the 50% retracement mark. So I'm very cautious in this one. And I'm going to just keep watching it. Oh, it has rejected VWAP again. Okay, so I'm just going to take out 50. Of course, it wouldn't let me take out 50. It's so annoying, this thing. And of course, it wouldn't let me. No, you wouldn't let me take out 50, would you? No, you wouldn't. Okay, so let's take out the 50 now. I'll just put the 50 here. Alright, so it's taken out 50. So this trade, we're not going to let it go green. So we've taken 75% of our position. And I'm going to just watch the rest go. Yeah, just going to watch the rest go and see how it, you know, hopefully this should make it through. I probably wasn't patient there. But we're just gonna let it through. This is what happens when a trader is going through the emotions. Update. So I was looking at Microsoft and yeah, this is just stalling. I was looking at Microsoft and Apple just to see how they were doing. So if we look at Apple, we look at Microsoft, I think they both reached the top, and it's confirmed all by this is Microsoft and this is Apple. This line I've drawn is arbitrary, so this for me is the top. It could be anywhere, but I know that we have supply because in another chart I have a very large supply. If I draw the box from this level, so there we go, from this green candle. So if I actually do a rectangle, I'm just gonna make this red, but before I do, let me extend it all the way here and then change the color. Pink. Yeah, pink is cool. Pink also works. Yeah, that's about right. Just make sure it's accurate. Yeah, it's fairly accurate. Yeah, so we are in an area of supply and we've touched it once, twice. Let's see if we gap up over it tomorrow, Monday. but this is good. Right, just wanted to share that. And then where will the demand area? The demand area will be this candle here to here. So we will draw another box down. I'm almost tempted to draw it here, but I'll just do this anyway. Let's make this green and the border dark green. Yeah, so those are the areas I'll be working with. Oh well, I should have been working with, but so far this is proven to be pretty accurate and a very good way to trade. I wish I had known this a lot earlier. And now I'm asking the question, why did I short this? There was always a case, but looking at this now, there's always a case for both, because you're making lower lows, but it's a triangle you're forming. So this morning should have alerted me. And then again, just putting your stop here or even here. And look at this, the risk reward was so good. Hindsight's 2020, of course, but we'll keep testing this. Looks like we are about to cross the VWAP. Really testing. It's hard to know what the price, it's just exactly at the VWAP. We're not even, we've crossed. Now there's always a bit of pressure to push it back down. There's always volume that comes in when we get to the VWAP. Okay, so now let's see whether we'll get as far as 321. But I always know that there's always some volume, some price or some price traders trying to short. And I think the reason why is because people put their stops here. And so when it's heading down and they get stopped out, you have a big candle. SPY is bullish. Most things are. While that's doing that, I took the liberty of recharting NEO, and just to see whether, because now we have one push, two push, and third push is always sometimes the one. Sometimes you get a big exhaustive candle all the way up. Don't do that. Look at pins. Lots of strength. This is now going to be the next area. This level will be the next area. But yeah, NEO's weaker than I thought it would be today. You have volume though, but really weak. So I don't know. I was expecting a lot more in NEO today. Anyway, I went through the liberty of doing that just to see. Yeah, it's just really weak. Let's go back to pins. Nvidia has broken out. I was going to play some options on this one, but I never really got round to it. Yeah, it's broken out. It's broken out strong. So I remember saying to someone today that Nvidia is going to be strong and should explode today. And lo and behold, now I can't get in because we may retrace down, or we may even gap up, or so many things. This would be a stop. Risk reward is, I mean, it's still high because look at where this is our target up there. I sold all my Nvidia shares. Yeah, it's too late to be getting in to Nvidia at this point. Yeah, the pressure has come in on pins to go back through the VWAP. Okay, I had a red candle there just a moment ago. Look how big this candle is. I mean, it's not backed by strong volume, but it is a good candle. So we are it's like an exhaustion candle. These candles appear usually at the end of a trend, because look, we have supply here. I'm assuming, yeah, these candles appear at the end of a trend, but it doesn't have volume to back it up. It's not like this candle here. Actually, no, that was a different one. I don't know. I'm just watching anyway. Yeah, because there is some resistance here. Let me see on a lower time frame what we have. I don't know. I do know that this is an area of resistance. So when we have a strong candle like that, I don't know. I need to understand the idea behind the reason why you have these long candles in exhaustion candles. All right, still watching. We're still in the trade. We are, I think, just over 50 cents from third 3 to 1. Volume is picking up. This is a 2-minute chart. This is the next high volume that we had. Where did we have this high volume? Can't remember. But anyway, this is the next high volume we had. Cross of VWAP, and then now we're having a lot of volume here. I don't know if this is exhaustion, but we're getting a lot of green candles at the top of a trend. It's easier to look on the 5-minute. I think things, yeah, we're getting like I said, this is trading. Sometimes you start to get towards this time of the day, after 3 p.m. you start to get like long candles coming in. The buying volume starts to increase. I'm looking at other tickers. There isn't, other than pins, I can't think of anyone else that's, nah, nothing else. Neo's got some good volume, not good volume, but some good. Neo, SQ, Square, and then Tesla's just rebounded. Again, another retracement. It's a weak trend up for Tesla, in my opinion. We had this same sort of thing, because we had this, it came back down. Oh wow, this looks like a wedge. If you just compress this, yeah, this looks like a wedge, because it never broke this high and it didn't break this low. So we have a triangle, like a triangle forming. Switch to a much higher time frame and see what that looks like. Okay, I'm going to take these levels off. I'm not using them anymore. And we don't need this one either. And we don't need this one. Oops, we don't need this one either. So what I'm seeing here, we have the top of a triangle here, and we have the bottom here. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, because you know, you've gone up, you've come down, you've not broken this high, and then you've come back up, you've not broken this high, and now you've come down, and now you're retracing up. And that's usually one of these. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when this breaks. I'm going to analyze why or what is going on. Alright, I've seen what it is. It's actually nothing too serious. It's just this. So this is just confirming that we're at the base. So now what we need to see is what happens. Does it break this level? And if it does, then we could see some more buying all the way up here to test this level. Yeah, all the buyers who are here watching this level bought. That's interesting, isn't it? Still going up. Where am I looking for? Yeah, so this is just continuation pattern. But you see, this is the thing. This time frame gives you a different perspective, different view, because this extended down here doesn't take this into consideration. Cancel. But however, when you do it without hours on TradingView, you get this. So I'm not sure which is best, whether to do it without extended hours or to do it with extended hours. This is doing its thing. All right, still doing well. Something just dawned on me today, and I just realized I made a big mistake. So target has just broken out of the range. Well, not that range. I mean, it's the same, but it's not. With the pre-market, it's different. So here we go. This is target, and this is the chart. And I'm now looking at it, and I'm wondering why I shorted. Initially, when I started trading this morning, I went short here because I thought we could catch a leg, and essentially I completely forgot what it is we were doing, which has always been a problem whenever I'm trading. I just forget the big picture. And the reason why shorting was a bad idea was, if you look at the price action, we've come down, up, then we now push down. So where are we going? We're going up. So if we come back down, we're not going to get past this level because we've been here already. So if anything, this is why we're double bottoming, and we have a micro double bottom, and then we've pushed hard quite fast, and we've tested this level. And look at, we've hit this level, which also confluences with the supply area, and I guess you could take this shorts, but we've broken out. Now, as to where we're going, that's another thing altogether, because I was expecting price to reject this now, but it looks like we're going up. And this is something that, I mean, when you double bottom like this, you are usually going up. But this is something that I'm always never sure about, especially when, if we look at it again, prices just come from a very strong uptrend, and then we're doing this. So I think we're going to range here for a bit, I think, because I'm trying to see what's happened in the past. In the past, I know we ranged for a bit, but we've ranged here, up, down. We might make another high because, head and shoulders. Yeah, so I guess this is a small wedge compared to this big wedge. I think this, if we call this the major wedge, the major channel, this is the minor channel, because you have minor channels through it, like minor, 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 minor. So I guess this is the minor one, and we're now switching to the one that's going to take us up. But I don't think we're going to get very far. We're definitely not going to cross this high. Hey, anything can happen in trading, right? But I don't expect it. I think the possibility of us getting this high, or if at least not crossing this high, if we do cross it, we're not going far enough. We've already shown that the bulls have lost a bit of power. This should start heading down soon. All right, so I should never say never. Oh my goodness, we're almost at 1 to 3. This is brilliant. Now I don't feel stupid. I mean, I took out the 50 a bit too early. Maybe I should have waited till VWAP was crossed, but again, that was out of panic. So funny. An update on NEO, bounced off this level, running up, and if we look, where is NEO now? I've lost NEO. I just had it here just now. Well, they're not there. Here we go. Look at that. Now we have NIO running up. Yeah, so it's bounced off. I don't know if it will get here, but looking, it's really far. That's a long distance. I mean, it has a few days to do it, but you know, it makes a big difference from what we've been doing here. And then we have like supply here on this level, so just mark that and see what happens. Maybe that might be the retracement level. Just put that into a pink box. Yeah, so let's see how we go. The market still has another 30 minutes or so to go. Yeah, these guys are stalled. Yep, this is at the top already. No point watching that anymore. BA going up. If I had left my stop where it should have been, would have still been in the trade. Broken out. Where are we now? Microsoft pins. Okay, now we have a rejection. And where did this rejection happen? Oh, it's double topped here. Okay, this is where I panic, because this is what I was expecting. So let's see what happens at this point. Is this just going to be a retracement? Because we haven't had like a massive retracement yet, and we never got this level. But we're above the VWAP. That's the opening price is here. We never got to the opening price, so this is a red day. Okay, we're just going to watch this and see where it goes. Let's see if it finds support here, and let's see if it's a weak rejection. And if it is very weak, as you can see there's a lot of volume in here, if it's weak, then we can see this going back up. If this candle closes red, then we can then probably not, yeah, this isn't going any higher. We still have, is it closed yet? Yeah, we still have another 5 minutes, under 5 minutes for this thing to go. So let's see what happens. So we had a strong response from buyers when it bounced off this. I didn't actually see it when it touched, but yeah, so this is good response. They want it to go higher. And of course, that's also, you know, first push, second push. Let's see how far they can push it. Question I'm asking myself is, do I take some off here? Does it matter? Oh, another thing again is, so I'm looking at Tesla now, and something just came up, which I thought was interesting. So I'm seeing how Tesla is reacting to this wedge, and I noticed that on here. But then when I turn off, obviously when I put extended hours, everything kind of changes, and it doesn't kind of follow the same sort of look and everything. So if I draw this same wedge, it works very well here, actually. But you can see it works here, and that works well with the extended hours. If I take this and obviously use a different, you have pre-market, and this is why pre-market is a problem, is that this is obviously real time, you know, this and this is not real time. Like everything is spread out, and then you have a big gap, and so I don't know, it just the time reference here does not take into consideration, like it doesn't fit the price movement. The prices are correct, obviously, but the time affects how everything looks based on time. So if you're drawing trend lines across, it's almost like cross time zones. It's skewed over pre-market, and I've been struggling with this whole idea of, do I plot this with pre-market on or plot it without? and I use TradingView for it off, and then I do it in Thinkorswim on. And so it's, I don't know, it's a very, very hard one. If anyone knows what to do, please let me know. Oh wow, look at that. Hit our target with such conviction and volume. This wants to go all the way. Let's see, and look at the market now. This is what I said. It gets to the end of the day and it just starts to push. What are the other tickers doing? Well, Microsoft is pushing, trying to break out. I don't know why it would want to do that. Apple 2, Boeing 2, Target. What about Nvidia? Nvidia, everything is on. So now let's see. Okay, this is Tesla. Let's see what's happening with Microsoft. Snap as well. Yeah. Trying to test this region. APL. Testing this region. NEO, we know what's happening with NEO. Okay, so pins, it's almost getting to the top of the channel. Now let's see if we get an exhaustive candle getting to this point. This is always great when we see this, but the thing is, does it break out of the channel and move up and then give up? Just a quarter of what we've gotten into has given us the same amount in our risk. Essentially, if we had just played 50 shares from our entry point, we would have still gotten this. So this alone has given us more. Hang on, we had 2 to 1. Okay, yeah, it's given us more than most of anything, because obviously this is double the distance. This is probably one of the best trades I've ever done. And where's our entry price? Yeah, it's gonna close green. Well, hopefully, because now we're at the entry price. Yeah, and of course that's where that's gonna reject. But anyway, it's pretty dope. Alright, we just took 25 shares off, just on this level. Just be, let's just see how far it goes. I don't think we're gonna get here today. Yeah, and then I've moved my stop to the bottom of this range. Do you know what? It's probably good to just take profits now. I don't think we're gonna. Yeah, we never know. I don't know. The SPY doesn't look strong right now. Let's see what we have. Yeah, it doesn't look. This is strong, but the SPY is reversing. Alright, so this was a really good trade. So we're just gonna. I don't want to hit the market, so I'm just gonna set a limit. You know what? Let's just put a stop here. We'll just risk $8. All out now. End of the trade. Just at this level. It was a good trade. Obviously we could have gone for more, but what I want to sort of draw attention to is, yeah, Tesla is rejecting, yeah, at that level, exactly as we talked about. So yeah, rejected there, which is in line with the pre-market off chart. So I don't think NEO is going to make it. I have a feeling that we've done what, one leg, two leg. This is the third leg. I don't think it's going to make it. And I think maybe I'm using the wrong time frame to analyze this. Not 39 minutes, 30 minutes. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe the chart, maybe it's the angle. Maybe I am looking at it. I keep doing things like that all the time. Let's put this back. Okay, so maybe what I'm supposed to do is this. You know, maybe this is just me just like, so we've got two highs and then we have a low. So maybe this is it. Maybe we are looking for a low here, and we'll only know when. Yeah, we'll only know when we see price. This is on 30 minutes, so let's go back to the 1 hour. Yeah, we'll only know when price retraces down, because we have up, down, up. It hasn't come down, so I don't know. Something isn't right, because this worked. I don't know. We'll only know when it retraces down. But yeah, this is coming down. But I'm out, done with it. Not planning on doing more with it anymore. Just going to see what's happening. All right, so that was the trade for today. The market closes in the next 4 minutes. I thought by now I'll start getting the red clock down timer. I think this has gone as high as it will go for now, and I think we're gonna get, because now we're at this level of supply. I think we're gonna get this come down a bit before we go back up. If we do go back up, because this could just be a double top and then we now start heading down. But as far as this resistance is concerned, this was a this was a good test. I just realized something. This is 1-to-1 and this is 2-to-1. Because I realized I bought only 200 shares, not 400 shares. And my stop was a bit further down than I thought. So what that means is, because if I got in at 72.73 with 200 shares, so that would be $200 at 2-to-1 at $1. Yeah, no, sorry, I got it wrong. Yeah, I got it wrong. Yeah, it was right. This is correct. This is 2-to-1. 72.74. Yeah, this is 2-to-1, and then 72. This is 3-to-1. Yeah, that's right. So I took off half the position here. So this was a $200 gain, and everything else was just, this was what made it, skewed it. Got it. All right, that was all.